Hi peeps, this is Pegster. This is not Enlisted, it's also not Hell Let Loose. This is Cuisine Royale. It's Enlisted's take on the Battle Royale genre, more commonly seen in games such as PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds and Fortnite. The cartoonish one all the kids play and my 3-year-old absolutely love, and for some reason she thinks it's Scooby-Doo. I don't know why. But to be honest, I think Cuisine Royale is a fine mix of the two. You get the PUBG-like map and the Fortnite fluffy bits. You don't drop in via a plane or a flying school bus, you hit the ground running. And drop right in on the map in your best party pants or fancy underpants, ready for a very strange dress-up party. It's male characters only at this time, so don't get too excited, there's no wonder bras and thongs on show here. Like all Battle Royale modes, you then loot like crazy. It's absolutely everywhere, it's spread about the battlefield, and it's a lot easier to find, that's for sure. Now supposedly this was an April Fool's joke by the devs of Enlisted. It's not designed in any way to keep the weary and patient gamers who of course have been waiting eagerly for a World War II based game called Enlisted to arrive. So why Cuisine Royale? I've played it a few times and I'm still not sure. Other than the occasional fancy meals you can pick up and the never-ending cooking utensils and the ever-growing list of Battle Royale themed games. Well hey, maybe you can suggest a more suitable name below in the comments. The best one wins a Jaffa cake. I was thinking along the lines of Pots and Pans Royale or Rattle like Fuck Royale, because you do make an awful lot of noise when you're sporting your best butt covering pans and grills or pan like headgear. Beware though, the more you add the more you rattle, and it does give you away. If pots and pans don't float your boat, look for some high-end loot in your nearest fridge. You may find a weapon, some scopes or a level 3 colander, similar to one you'd get from your local famous Swedish retailer. It could be Teflon coated non-stick bullet bouncing goodness. Now if you like what you've seen so far, hit that sub button for more. Give thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I do appreciate your input and it's nice to talk. But back to the game. Be on the lookout and grab some bunny slippers. They help you jump that little bit higher and help you reach some vantage points that little bit easier, such as rooftops or jumping high walls or hedges, or some of Mercury's, or if you prefer Greek mythology, Hermes the Messenger's winged limbs. They help you run that little bit quicker, or a saintly halo, very school nativity, or Simon Templarish, that's me show my age. It helps you survive the screaming, eerie, creepy blue, but you do stick out like a sore thumb when running about or standing behind the wall. Now why couldn't they have chosen a different colour than blue? Like gravy or raspberry dew to fit in with a whole cuisine label. And before you say it, I'm Northern. Gravy is cuisine, just look at the definition. Add that meatiness nectar to chips, mushy peas, throw a few sausages or a pie in there, and you're sorted. You got yourself a very stable dinner, a tea of champions, as long as you cover it in tomato sauce or ketchup for my US friends. I thought now would be a good time to mention there's also a frying pan in Cuisine Royale, which sounds a little Star Warsy, lightsaberish. But back to the game. Take this as an opportunity to gauge how Enlisted may look. The map is nice, it's detailed, you've got bunkers, small towns, rivers, fields of different textures and crops, decent lighting, it's all pretty good. And it's what you'd expect with the assistance of a studio such as Gaijin in the corner. The buildings, ground, layout, weapons are all fine. But player movement, that's a little bit strange, or maybe it's just me and the third person view. Weapon handling is a little bit temperamental. With all the things I've just mentioned, that's what Alpha is for, and other testing periods. There are vehicles to jump in, although they're not that great to control at the moment. There's a nice Willy Jeep to get in and out of the blue. A Kubelwagen that's not really that good at driving through a gate, or a nice civilian 3-door coupe, or coupe. There's a few others splattered about the map, and there's even been mention of a plane, but I haven't seen that, so that might be stretching the truth a little. Cuisine Royale allows the devs to collect a lot of data, and to improve the game as we keep going. It keeps the gamers interested and allows them to communicate their points and their findings across to the dev team. But as I touched on a moment ago, I wanted to look at it from the perspective of what we can take from it and expect to see from Enlisted. As I said, the map, the textures and the effects look good. There's a few issues with movement when it comes to obstacles, water being the main one, and occasionally getting out of vehicles. Vaulting is okay, and I like the way you can go into the buildings, open the windows and climb out if needed. There's a good selection of weapons as you'd expect from this type of shooter. Now my driving isn't the greatest, but I've certainly found the 3-door civilian car the quickest to get around the map. Well, that is until you hit the water. Now the only mode currently available is solo. There's no duos or squads at this time. But until the time they add duos and squads, enjoy your free solo time. Take in the sights, explore the villages, check out the skylines, the trees, the church I'm heading towards right now. It's a great little place to sit up and, well, have a nice meal, and listen out for some pots and pans, light up a cigar, and take a Hamlet moment. That being said, keep your eyes open for some sneaky little duos. I've come across more pairs holding bunkers than I care to mention, but hey, that's 2 kills if you get it right. Towards the end game, expect some snakes in the grass, but listen out for clues. Pots and pans make noises, and so does getting in and out of the water, and you can hear the door open from across the map. But look, it's a bit of fun. It's not as sleek as PUBG, it's not as cartoony as Fortnite, and to be honest, it's different. That being said, it's certainly worth taking a look at, as it's free. See the link below in the description and have a look for yourself and tell me what you think. Now it's time to see some pre-alpha footage of Enlisted. It may not look the greatest in its current form, but bear in mind there's always room for improvement and it's pre-alpha. There's certainly plenty of options at the moment when it comes to World War II based games. An old schoolish, very Medal of Honor like beach map, and I couldn't help but thinking of Red Orchestra 2 with the other footage. That being said, we've all got our favourites. For me, it's Brothers in Arms. PC versions of course. But this pre-alpha looks okay. It will be interesting to see some more as they get into alpha, but hey, judge it for yourself, let me know what you think of the footage. Now if you've been missing Hell Let Loose like I have, click the one on the left. If you want to see a playlist of all the Hell Let Loose stuff, click the one on the right. I'll see you soon.